Today I'm going to be doing something really quite bizarre, and that is brush styling, and we're going to use the bounce curl brush after applying in a mousse or a gel. Now this is really strange because it's always been said, I don't know, in most people's curly hair routines, in mine always, you brush style after you've applied in your leave-in conditioners and then you apply the mousse and gel to lock in that moisture. But I'm really intrigued to see how much definition we can get if we brush style after applying the mousse. So my hair is freshly washed out of the shower and I've just detangled it. I detangled it in the shower and then I just give it a brush through. And the first thing I'm going in with, as usual, is my Argan Oil. I literally just get this from Tesco and I'm just going to rake this through into each section. So I guess you could try this with either a gel or a mousse. Now I'm going to be using my mousse that I always use. I have stayed away from gel for probably about the past like 8 years. I think I switched to a mousse, and it's just because it gives me a lot more volume. My hair isn't actually thick, it's quite thin in itself, like the own individual strands are quite thin. So for me, using a gel, it's too much, it weighs it down too much, but I think this could definitely apply in the same sort of way as a gel. Like the way that you apply a mousse is in the same step in the process as a gel. I'm then just going to section as usual, which is taking up this front section. I'm just going to clip this up whilst we work on the bottom 2 sections. I'm going to speed through this because it is literally in every other single video, especially my curly hair routines, which I'll link in the description and in the iCards. I'm just applying my leave-in conditioners. This one is the Blueberry Bliss from Curls, and I'm just going to apply this both section, again just raking it through. I think, to be honest, it's going to feel really weird because normally you can like really easily brush through your curls with the brush because of the slip that's created from the leave-in conditioners. The mousse does create some slip, I believe, because when I apply it, it feels very hydrating, but again, with that being said, I have no idea, I have never done this, so hopefully it provides a lot of slip, otherwise we're literally not going to be able to brush the hair. I'm just going to go in with my second leave-in conditioner, which is the ORS Curls Unleashed leave-in conditioner. As ever, in every other single video of me styling my hair, I'm just going to rake this through as well, but I think this could be a really easy way of switching something out, because you're not adding anything different into the routine or taking anything out, you're literally just switching when you brushed out in the process. And if this is going to create us a lot of definition, which I believe it should do, and a lot of probably hold, like this is probably going to make the curls last a lot longer than usual, because that product that is creating the hold is going to be brushed into every strand, which normally it isn't, it's just scrunched in. So hopefully, oh, I just went to section this as usual. Yeah, no, I think we should section this as usual because I need to style the back. But that means applying my mousse first because I'm brush styling now in my normal routine. Oh my god, okay. It's come a lot sooner than I thought. We're going to apply the mousse. Oh, this is so weird. I don't want to. Okay, we're going to apply it. I don't think there's much left of this one, so I have got another one. Yeah, I'm just going to go on to the other one. The mousse, the product that I use for hold is the Frizz Ease Dream Curls mousse from John Frieda. I love this stuff so much. Again, if you use a gel, this would be the time that we're going to be doing it now. It's not the one that we used last, so I'm just going to... Oh my god, I can't get it out. Shit. Okay. That is about as much as I normally use on half of my head, but that is including the fringe bit. So this might be a bit too much. And I don't know how to do this. Normally I'm patting it on and I'm scrunching, but do I need to rake this through? I think I need to rake this through. Oh my god, this is really weird. This is probably then going to be too much, surely, if I'm raking it, because that's quite a lot of product now on my hair. But it's giving me a lot of slip. Like, I think I'm going to be able to brush style. That's really weird to have raked in a mousse. I don't know if I like it. I'm going to do the same thing and just rake this through. It's really weird to not scrunch. But I do think we should get a lot of definition from this, and I'll have to leave it like in the description afterwards, or I'll insert a little video at the end of whether this has made my curls last a lot longer than usual, because I believe it should, you know, if we're thinking about it, I think it should do. But I'm just going to style the back of my hair as I normally would. I have got a video on this if you need any tips on how to style the back of your curly hair. But I'm just going to brush style now. It does feel a little bit different, but I feel like we've still got a lot of the slip. Like, it doesn't feel hard to take this brush through at all. Let me show you a proper close-up at the front. So this is how I would normally use the brush. The mousse just wouldn't be in yet, but it literally feels fine. I do think you might get a different result if you use a gel, because a gel it's a lot thicker and it's a lot heavier, and it may not, like, it just may not give you as much slip if you use a gel. So I guess be careful, because you don't want to cause any breakage or any snagging on your hair, which I don't feel like I'm getting with this mousse at all. This is going well so far, I think. I'm not seeing any problems yet. I think there just might be a lot of product on my hair, so I think I'm definitely going to get like a cotton t-shirt and scrunch out the excess, because I feel like we're probably going to have a lot. It feels like there's a lot of product in there. Like, that's a lot, and I think possibly too much. I'm not sure if you can see in the camera, but there's a lot of product on my hair right now, which I'm not a fan of. I don't want my hair to be overloaded. However, it's probably going to give us a lot of definition. Moving on to the top section, I literally just do exactly the same things. If you've seen any of my other videos, it's just applying the leave-in, normally then brush styling, and then the mousse. But obviously that's a different order today, but we are still starting off with the leave-in conditioner, and I'm just raking this through, making sure it's all in there, especially now I have my fringe. I want it to be nice and moisturised to get those juicy curl clumps at the front. Taking my second leave-in conditioner and applying this mostly to the ends, just because this one is a lot thicker. I don't really feel like I need much of it. Now I would normally brush style, and this section does get quite tangled. I'm not sure if it's because it's like started to dry a little bit, so I'm just going to brush through. It feels really strange to be raking through a mousse, like really bizarre. I'm trying to make sure I'm getting those front pieces as well, because they're the ones that normally when I'm scrunching in my mousse I'm really focusing on, because they're my fringe pieces that I want to be really defined. Okay, now to brush style. Normally I'm then using the flip section method on this section, so I'm just going to do the same thing, which is brushing the product through. Oh, can you hear that? We're getting a little bit of snag and a little bit of tension on this section. But again, just brushing the product through. Like, look, can you see how white the product is on my hair? Like, I'm not a fan of that at all. That's a bit too much product for me. But I guess that amount of product is still normally on my hair. It's just that I'm not like seeing it, because when I'm scrunching the mousse in, I'm not seeing those like white casts on my hair, but I'm still putting that mousse in at the end. So maybe I'm actually like haven't got a valid point there. Okay, that was easy. I'm not feeling comfortable at all. Like, the amount of product in my hair, it's sticking like to my face. Look at the cast on my curls. I don't like it, the process of it. It feels too much for me. What I'm gonna do is use a cotton t-shirt, and I'm just gonna scrunch out the excess. So you can either use a microfiber towel or a t-shirt just to get off that excess. It can cause us to have a little bit of frizz because we're not fully letting that cast form on our hair, so it can cause a little bit of frizz, but I really don't mind it. It doesn't give me much frizz, and it's worth it to cut down the drying process. And with how much product I've got on my hair right now, I do kind of want to get a bit of that excess off. So I'm literally just gonna, you can't really see this, but putting the bottom of my hair in the t-shirt and just scrunching. That is it. So I'm now gonna air dry. Look at that clump together. There we go. I'm going to air dry for probably about 4 hours, as long as I can be bothered to sit with wet hair for, and then I'll blow dry it and I'll be back with the results. And let's hope that this has created a lot more definition, because I think it should have. Okay, I am back and I can't lie, I'm not impressed. I'm not impressed at all. So basically, overall, I don't think it's made that much difference. Like my actual curls themselves, I feel like they look exactly how they do when I do just like my normal routine and I brush style before applying my mousse. However, some of them I've separated and some of them I've kept this one to show you guys. Look how much hair has gone into that one curl. Like, I have got some oil on my fingers, so I'm just like separating them at the moment, but like they've really kind of gone together, and I think maybe the mousse has kind of helped them to go into really, really big curl clumps, and I think it's just a little bit too much. I do think we've got a lot of definition. Like, there is so much definition in these curls, but I do think we've also lost quite a lot of volume and curl density because of how much they've all like clumped together. And in terms of how my hair feels, it feels quite tacky, like me taking out the crunch hasn't really done much. Like, it feels like there's still a lot of product just like kind of there, so it doesn't feel as soft as usual. So I think it's safe to say that I won't be doing this again. I think it's just a little bit too much, especially for my hair being so thin. I think we've really lost a lot of the curl volume and density. Like, my hair literally just goes down flat, which I'm not a fan of at the moment. But anyway, I hope you guys found this video helpful, probably useful for you to have tried this through me and to not do this. There is a reason why we brush style before we apply a mousse or a gel. But it was a fun experiment, fun thing to try, so I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you have, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next video.